Maurice, what's behind Trump's shift on this? Not talking about grocery prices anymore and the economy, as much as it seems that he is shifting to all sorts of new things like, Greenland, the Panama Canal, trying to acquire new territory, perhaps renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Important things.
Well, this is a mask-off moment, right? He campaigned on a faux populism. It wasn't really clear the direction of the populism. I like to call it sort of Hulk Hogan populism. I don't know if you remember that scene when Hulk Hogan ripped his shirt off. Yeah, it's like, I'm with you guys. Exactly how? Somehow, vaguely, drilling for oil and tariffs will lead to prosperity. We're going to bring down grocery prices somehow. He's won, so he no longer needs to continue that charade, and he could focus on his priority, which is making Elon Musk the first trillionaire, right? Which is making sure that the billionaires that he's going to have on his billionaire row are satisfied, right? And I have a sneaky suspicion that when it comes down to it, that will be his mandate, ensuring that those tax cuts go through. And when that happens, many people, including some people who voted for him, will begin to understand what the true intentions of Donald Trump, MAGA, and his billionaire backers are. And I think there's going to be some rifts in his voter coalition. And I think there might even be some rifts in his billionaire coalition, right? These are men with huge egos. Each one of them will believe that they should probably run the country and the world. And I find it hard to believe that he's going to be able to keep his coalition together as tightly once we begin to see the true intentions.
The New Republic's Greg Sargent wrote on Friday, this will be the second time Trump inherits a good economy from a Democratic president, the second time Trump takes credit for his inheritance, and quite possibly the second time he destroys it. And of course, the first time around, a big part of that was the COVID pandemic and the response he led. It could have been different, but that is what it is. It's how he decided to lead the country at the time, by undermining COVID. How did Democrats make him own that and own inflation and own every economic problem the way the Republicans were able to do to Biden?
Well, campaigning is very different than governing. So he does own the economy. He does own what happens in Congress. He will own whether or not he focuses, instead of making sure that the American economy is stable, on trying to maybe invade Greenland or invade Panama or, buy a foreign country. All of this is misdirection. His focus on, scapegoating immigrants and other groups, it's misdirection. So we don't focus on his true intentions, right? The naked intention is money and power. His ability to be able to win money and power, and then basically carve up the American economy and the American democracy, and then sell it off to his billionaire friends. And it's going to be apparent. The American people are smarter than that, and they're going to understand what the ruse is. And I think Republicans, Trump, the MAGA coalition, are going to have a rude awakening when they realize that they're going to have to own everything. They have a governing majority. They need to deliver. And the minute that they don't deliver for American people, but deliver for corporations and many of those billionaires, that trust will be broken, and they will have to own it.
All right, Maurice Mitchell, good to see you as always. Thank you so much for your insights. Greatly appreciate it.
It was good to be here.
Up next, we are just